For those of you that do not know me, I am Kimberly O'Neill. I consider myself a mentally retired senior government executive. And it's so funny. Somebody asked me, what does that mean? What it means is I spent 20 years of my time in governments across this country and literally woke up one day and said, there are a lot of restrictions, and I could take the same knowledge that I have that I've amassed in government, and I can go into the community and support community and help community from a very different lens from someone that actually worked on the inside to figure out how we collaborate and work better together. And so for the past 15 years, I have been doing just that, but more specifically for almost 10 and a half years, I have been focused intentionally on supporting the nonprofit startup community throughout the United States. And that is how we got here today. This is special to me. I have been a coach and a consultant. And when you're an entrepreneur, for those of you that are entrepreneurs, as you go through the different evolutions of your business, you start to think about things you may not want to do all the time. But when you're a social entrepreneur, more specifically, you switch and say, but there's still some things I want to do. I may not want to do it the same way. And then that's how the Before the Ask Nonprofit Startup Fundraising Summit came about. I thought about all of the changes that were happening this year in the nonprofit community. And I don't even usually start coaching and talking about fundraising. For those of you that have been part of my coaching community, have been trained by me in any way, you all can attest to the fact that I don't start off talking about fundraising. But I thought this year was different. And I wanted to not be the guide on this one. I'm the host, but I'm not the guide. I wanted to tap in to my friends, my colleagues, my peers in the nonprofit startup space that have very different experiences around fundraising. And more specifically, what does it mean to fundraise well and to create plans around fundraising when you are just starting out, when you are struggling to reach and pass $100,000 on an annual basis. There are a lot of people that say nonprofit startups don't need to exist. I am not one of them.